IVP Sports presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Football Game of the Week. Also brought to you by Fairfield Medical Center, North Body Shop, Fairfield Federal, the Frank E. Smith Funeral Home, Pizza Cottage, The Carriage Company, Fairfield County Adam H., The Savings Bank, Sheridan Funeral Home, Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, Buckeye Lake Marina, The Pink Cricket, Clear Sky Rehabilitation Hospital, Fairfield DD, and Buckeye Toyota.
Welcome to the Interface Video Productions High School Football Game of the Week. I'm Jared Stewart alongside Tim Shoemaker. We are at Fulton Field tonight in week number 2 of the high school football season for the Lancaster Golden Gales hosting the Dublin Scioto Irish. And Tim, 2 teams coming in 1-0 with really big wins last week and great effort shown by both teams.
Yeah, when you're coming off of, they had some tough seasons last year. Both teams coming in, you got a new identity this year, and Lancaster goes on the road and beats Derby by a point, which is a great win on the road to open up the season. And Scioto got a little revenge on a Roundsburg team that beat them the year before, and both teams are off to a good start.
Tonight's pregame is brought to you by Personal Touch Party Rentals, serving the Central Ohio area since 2003. Carol and Eric Winnington invite you to check out their website at personaltouchparty.com. Let's bring in the third member of our broadcast team, Marion Royster, down on the field. Good to see you again, Marion. Let's talk about the matchups for tonight. On the field, Lancaster has a 3-year starter at quarterback, and he's really made improvements year by year.
That's right, Jared. Again, great to be with you guys tonight, but Brody Burke has just done a fantastic job developing over the years. You know, he's coming into his own. With this being his, third year as a starter, as a senior, really look for him to make big strides tonight and really take this Lancaster passing game, to the next level and the next evolution of what this offense can look like. So it should be a really good matchup tonight. I'm really looking forward to it. Weather should be great. Might be a little chillier in the second half for fans and sideline reporters, but for players, you couldn't ask for a better night.
On the other side, another great quarterback in Jack McKee. He is also a 3-year starter. He runs and throws well, and he's getting some big-time looks.
Yeah, 6'3", 190 pounds. He's going to get some looks.
Got the size.
And, they do a lot of RPO stuff, and for the casual fan out there, that means they give him opportunities to make a run or throw a pass off the out, and he gets to make that decision by what read he sees. So this will be interesting to see how Lancaster can defend the RPO.
Tonight's kickoff is brought to you by Sheridan Funeral Home. Sheridan Funeral Home is proud to be supporting high school football. They've been serving the communities of Lancaster and Fairfield County for over 100 years. It will be the Irish kicking off to the Gales. The Gales in all blue tonight with the gold domes on their head, and back deep for the Gales, Jamir Gordon. He is one to watch out for, especially in the backfield tonight, Shu.
Yeah, one of the things that I've heard people say, and I know Coach Schoonover's mentioned this, he's one of the hardest workers they've ever had around here, in his opinion.
I would agree with that. Just watching him over the last couple of years, he's a good one. A little short kick be taken at the 35-yard line by Caleb Santini, and Santini all the way out across the 50 and brought down at the 42-yard line. Excellent starting position for the Gales to start this game.
Yeah, they tried to avoid the deep kick because John Muir's back there, but great starting field position for the Lancaster Gales.
I tell you what, Santini as well as Drew Whitlatch have been big-time spark plugs for this Gales offense. Whitlatch had a great year last year, and he picked up where he left off last week at Hilliard Derby.
Yeah, we saw Drew in basketball, so I think he's a really good team contributor, type of player you want on your team.
Gales will start on offense, led by senior quarterback Brody Burke, 6 foot 170 pounds. As we mentioned, his 3rd year starting.
You're going to notice some different formation here, Jared. Look, we have a little spread action here. Quarterback in the shotgun, so a little different than what we've seen over the years.
Burke hands it off to Gordon. Gordon right up the middle across the 40. Good run on first down. right behind that big offensive line for the Gales.
Well, here's one of the things that's interesting. You know, people say, well, you're running the spread. They're going to throw the ball. They may some, but you're also spreading to run the football.
Yeah.
You have to block less people, and you have more space.
After this next play, we'll get to our keys to the game. 2nd down and 5 for Lancaster at the Dublin Scioto 39-yard line. Burke will send Isaiah Sweat in motion. We've got a penalty on the Gales.
5-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
Well, as we know, those penalties and turnovers will just totally have an offense not be effective.
And, really last week, the Gales did a nice job as far as the penalty area. They did not have a whole lot of penalties, but they were bitten by that turnover bug. But, fortunately for them, Hilliard Darby turned it over more than they did. Here is Gordon once again going right side behind right tackle and gets up to about the 38-yard line.
That's a really hard run right there. I like that. Offensive line is getting off the football. One of the things Coach Alex Place was concerned from the Dublin viewpoint is, can we get lined up properly against the Lancaster sets, the formations, and then deal with the blocking schemes, etc. Here we go, Jared. Look at the formation here, a little different.
Cameron Griffith will reset from right to left, and we've got another false start on Lancaster. Might have had 2 guys moving at the same time.
Ball. False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
So 2 false start penalties in this drive on Lancaster.
Yeah, that'll really thwart your drive a little bit, I tell you.
They were moving their big tight end, Cameron Griffith, from the right side to the left side. He's a guy that, tell you what, if they can get him more involved in this offense, throw him some passes, he's a big dude, 6'5", 255, getting some D1 looks. And he's definitely got the makeup of a college football player at tight end.
Empty backfield, Jared.
Burke looks to pass and overthrew his intended receiver, Caleb Santini. And decision time for the Gales. Do they pin him back deep? It's kind of looking like that's what they're going to do.
Going to try to. Again, penalties, stifled the drive.
Yep.
The thing that we just talked about that you got to kind of eliminate if you're going to be successful offensively.
On to punt for the Gales is Ethan Chambers. Looks like they're having a little bit of trouble with their personnel getting the right guys on the field here on 4th down and 9. Back deep for Dublin Scioto is Wayne Moore to return the punt from Chambers. Low snap. Chambers does a nice job to get it away, and it will go into the end zone for a touchback. Our keys to the game is brought to you by North Body Shop. Since 1979, Mark and the team at North Body Shop has been providing professional auto collision repairs on all makes and models. Don't think of going anywhere else to get your vehicle looking like new again.
I think for Scioto, their key is right now what you're going to see on offense. They have skilled positions. They have an excellent receiver, good backs, and we already talked about the quarterback. So we'll see if Lancaster's defense can somewhat stall them as they had their offense stalled. But I think for Lancaster, you just got to play mistake-free.
Yeah.
Eliminate those penalties we just saw. That's got to stop, and you got to take care of the football.
McKee works out of the shotgun for the pistol with his running back right beside him. He gets the first pass away to Isaiah Rush, and Rush is up to the 25-yard line. Gain of 5 on the 1st down.
As you can see, they're going to spread the field here. Try to get their athletes out here in space, get them the football. Wayne Moore had 129 yards receiving last week, number 1 out here far to the left.
Little high snap. McKee is able to pull it down and hand it off to Eden Williams. 5'10", 190-pound senior running back. Picks up a couple on the play. Brings up a 3rd down and 1. Be big if the Gales can get a stop right here in Dublin territory. Three receivers out to the near side. McKee on 3rd and 1. Keeps it himself right up the middle. He's got the 1st down across the 30. Brought down by, that's Giovanni Capretta, who had a nice game last week at Hilliard Derby defensively, along with Landon Knock and Hunter Metz.
And guys, I watched a little bit of McKee last week, in that game against Reynoldsburg. I was really impressed with his mastery of this offense. Just really feels comfortable and able to do what he wants out there.
Here is McKee. Wobbly pass is completed to the 35-yard line. Short completion to Brooks Marple.
Yeah, Jared, Marion, that's what Coach Place brought up. You see him here on the replay. Quick drop, quick release. But Coach Place talked about how with being his third year, he's so much more comfortable.
Yeah.
At the
very
quarterback.
decisive. Very decisive.
Yeah.
Again, handoff to Williams, and nice job by the Gales defense. Getting in there is 25, Bryce Fox, as well as Capretta once again. It's going to be a loss on the play of 1, 3rd down and 8 coming up.
Yeah, a lot of good pressure off the line.
No huddle for the Irish. They just take the play from the sideline. A lot of teams doing that nowadays. Keep an eye on left side of the line, 71, Max Coral. He's 6'3", 270. Looks bigger than that. I would be shocked if they don't go to his side more often tonight. We have a penalty on, looks like it's going to be on Scioto.
It has to be if it's a dead ball here, right?
Dead ball. Legal formation against the offense.
Okay.
5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
I'm not sure they had 7 guys on the line, Jared.
Here's our officials tonight. We've heard them a lot already.
Well, the line judge is Troy Baylog. The head linesman is Larry Brooks Jr. The back judge is James Jackson. The umpire is Mark Wisinger. The referee is Brian Williams, and our center judge is Bob Wolfinger.
3rd and 13 for the Irish. McKee looking to pass, has pressure, fires one sidearm across the middle. It's incomplete. Just overthrew his intended receiver, Brooks Marple, and the Irish will be forced to punt. Good coverage downfield by the Gales.
Yeah, he kind of slung that thing sidearm,
Yes,
didn't he?
He did. Here's the Pink Cricket replay.
Yeah, watch him roll left. They had a 3-man rush, then they came up, and he wanted to unload that thing.
Wow. Tonight's replay is brought to you by the Pink Cricket Restaurant, where strangers don't remain strangers for long, and the company's always welcome. Come join our friends and family at the one and only Pink Cricket Restaurant, doing it great since 1938. The punt will roll dead at the 41-yard line. The Gales go back on offense for the 2nd time tonight.
Yeah, both defenses had a good stand here.
Yep.
Lancaster from the 41-yard line.
So, Marion, you've had a chance to watch both offenses, both defenses. What are your thoughts so far tonight?
Well, my thoughts so far, I think you guys have already hit the nail on the head. Lancaster really just has to capitalize on their opportunities and really stop shooting themselves in the foot. The size difference on the offensive line versus Scioto's defensive line is really staggering when you look at it. And it's almost, you already have seen Lancaster take advantage of some opportunities they have on the ground, but that obviously gets stopped when you have penalties that set you back, negative yards early on in the drive. So we'll see if they can capitalize on that this drive.
Burke will hand it off to Gordon. Gordon getting to the outside. Gordon across the 50. 1st down, Gales. Good run right there for Jameer Gordon. He's dangerous, especially if he can get out in space.
Well, just to give him a little room, the line did a really good job here on the right side. And, the short side of the field, too. Again, watch this blocking right here. He doesn't need a lot,
Look at
Jared.
that.
Yeah.
Blocking downfield even. Nice job by the Gales.
Very good.
And Gordon is just a junior. He was a big impact player last year as a sophomore. And they've got him for 2 more years. Here's Burke back to pass. Hits his intended receiver. That is Caleb Santini down the near side. No, that's Drew Whitlatch. Whitlatch takes it in for the touchdown. Whitlatch was wide open on the near sideline.
Pull a few tricks out of the bag early.
It was completed to Santini, and then he pitched it as he was getting tackled. What a job. It almost looked like it was drawn up that way, Shu.
I think it was.
It absolutely was, guys. You can see the players down here on the sidelines. just congratulating their offensive coach left and right. They are really excited about that play call.
And how about the pitch? I mean, Santini hit him in stride.
He did.
Whitlatch did not have to break stride at all. Extra point. Up. And it is good. Here's the Pink Cricket replay again. Check this out. I mean, first Santini was open, and then the pitch. That's done excellent.
Yeah, it's outstanding.
So Lancaster with the early lead, 7-0, with 6:28 to play in the first quarter. Some other games going on around the area tonight. Bloom Carroll is at Taze Valley. Fairfield Union at Colonel Crawford. Oak Hill is at Fairfield Christian. Fisher Catholic at Tuscarora Central Catholic. Hilliard Davidson is at Canal Winchester. Amanda Clear Creek at Licking Valley. Nelsonville York's at Logan. New Lexington at Philo. Liberty Union at North Union. Wayne is at Pickerington Central. Pickerington North is at St. Ignatius. It's Sheridan at Watkins Memorial. Burn Union goes down to Gloucester to take on Trimble. And Harvest Prep is at Versailles, Woodford County, Kentucky tonight. And after this kickoff, I want to tell you about a new sponsor that's on board with us for this sports season. Very excited to welcome some new sponsors. I'm going to tell you about Clear Sky Rehabilitation Hospital after this kickoff from the Gales. Wyatt Crutch. Short kick. Be taken on the run at the 16-yard line. And a good return all the way up to the 42 by number 25. That is Eden Williams. Hey, we want to welcome one of our new sponsors, Clear Sky Rehabilitation Hospital. Clear Sky provides high-quality care that transforms the lives of those living with a disabling injury or an illness. We distinguish ourselves through our commitment to excellence, to our patients, to our employees, and to the communities we serve. If you're looking for a place to care for your loved one, look no further than Clear Sky Rehabilitation Hospital. They are over near Target, and we welcome them. Excited to have them on board with us for this high school football season. Here's a good run by the quarterback. He's across midfield all the way down to the 40. That's Jack McKee.
Did a great job on the ball fake and kept it.
Yes, he did. Here's the replay.
Oh, yeah, watch the fake here, how real that looks.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Isaac Boyden thought that the running back had it. That was a very nice fake. McKee, screen pass out to Ciardi, and he's across the 30. Another first down. That's Dom Clardy on the reception. First down, Irish.
Yeah, he's only a sophomore, and, you know, Alex Place, coach of Scioto, really gave him some high praise. He said he's not there yet, but he could be a very special player down the road.
This Dublin Scioto team winners in week 1 against Reynoldsburg, 28-20. And that's a big win for them. You said they were beaten pretty bad by Reynoldsburg last year.
Yes.
McKee hands it off, and right there to stop it is Landon Knock as soon as the ball carrier took the handoff. Landon has had a couple of really good years of football. You know, you mentioned Dublin has a lot of guys that have played varsity for 3 years. So is Lancaster.
That's true.
Second down and 12. McKee looking to pass. Lofts one down to the 5-yard line. Touchdown, Irish. Beautiful pass to Brooks Marple on the receiving end.
Well, the key, Jared, I thought, was the protection.
Yep.
He had a lot of time to really scan the field and finally found him open down there on the right side. See how long he has?
Yeah.
I mean,
all day. And then Marple just got behind the defense and made it look easy. On to kick the extra point, Riley Fritchie for Scioto. And he knocks it through to tie it up at 7. So just like that, we're tied back up, Shu. Nice answer by the Irish.
Yeah, and you know, both coaches mentioned their teams. They thought maybe last year they were a little fragile at times when things didn't go their way and whatever. And last week, both teams felt both coaches felt like their teams worked through some adversity and through some times, and here you go again, you know. You get one, you give one up.
Yep.
Okay, let's find out what you're about.
Let's build on that, Marion. Last week, I was able to watch Lancaster up at Hilliard Derby, and that was kind of punch for punch. One would punch, the other would answer, and that's something that we didn't really see out of Lancaster the last few years. It seemed like if they got down, they stayed down, but not last week.
Yeah, and I think that speaks directly to the perseverance and the experience of these seniors. You said they've been playing a lot of football. They've taken their lumps, but they're looking to reap the fruit of their labors here that they've had the last couple years. And then specifically with Scioto as well, talk about their perseverance. Last week, McKee threw a pick 6 in the second quarter, returned about 95 yards for a touchdown. 3 plays later, he hit Williams on about a 70-yard run and came back and then went on to win the game. So, a lot of stick-to-itiveness in both of these teams.
Yep. I don't know if you saw that on the return. Man, Jameer Gordon laid somebody out on a block trying to spring the returner, Caleb Santini, for more yards. But tell you what, Gordon doesn't just carry the ball. Man, he can lower the shoulder on a block as well.
That's what you call breakfast, pancake. He got him good, Jared.
Yes, he did. So 1st and 10 Gales. We'll see how they answer here after Scioto went right down the field and tied it up at 7.
Again, we've got three wide, Jared.
Got one out to the top. That's their tight end, Cameron Griffith, 2 to the near side. And Burke turned to his left to hand off. The running back was to his right, so Burke just tucks it in and runs and picks up 6 yards.
That's a great choice.
So look in the middle of the screen. That's the block that we were talking about. Wow. But a good decision there by Brody Burke. He turned to the left. The running back was to his right. I'm not sure which one made the mistake, but Burke made something out of nothing there, picked up 6 yards. Here's Brody again to pass, and it's picked off. Picked off at the 35. That's going to go back for a touchdown for Wayne Moore. He read that perfectly.
Yeah. He played it like he was the receiver.
Yes, he did.
Now, the next time you attack him, you got to go fake out and go up, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was pretty simple for Wayne. He's another one of those 3-year starters for them. Like I said, he had over 120 yards receiving last week with a couple touchdowns, so talented player.
Fritchie back on to kick the extra point. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is good. And the Irish right back down the field on the pickoff, and they take a 14-7 lead with 4:15 to play in the first quarter.
Hey, Jared, let's throw a shout out. Founded in 1912, the Savings Bank prides itself on providing an exceptional banking experience while passionately investing in the communities it serves. Take control of your debit card with My TSB from the Savings Bank. Use their app to turn your card on and off, set spending limits, and even more. Convenience and peace of mind. That's smart banking, the Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Marion, we just talked about how they're going to answer. Now they've given up 14 straight. It's kind of gut check time for the Gales.
It really is. It's getting late early, as they say. So they really can't afford to just squander any more possessions. Have to be really careful with the football. And as I said, again, these self-inflicted wounds. Penalties early in the drive, early in the downs, and then a pick 6 there. Again, just being more careful with the ball, and really just watching again a lot of playmakers on that Scioto side.
Kickoff taken at the 10-yard line by Drew Whitlatch. Whitlatch with a nice return up to the 35-yard line. So the Gales go back on offense, trailing for the first time tonight, 14-7. On a beautiful night for high school football along Arbor Valley Drive here at Fulton Field.
It doesn't get any better than this.
It does not.
During football season, here we are.
I take that back. In about 10 minutes, it'll get better as that sun goes down behind the trees.
That's true.
So Burke brings him out. Again, 3 receivers out there, 1 to the top, 2 to the bottom, with Gordon standing right behind Burke out of the pistol. Here is Gordon taking the hand. No, Burke kept it himself, following his blocker, Hunter Metz, and Burke gets almost first down yardage. I think they might move the chains here.
According to the line judge here.
Are they moving him? Yes, they are. They're moving him 1st and 10. This time he does give it to Gordon. Gordon across the 50 and up near the 45. And once again, almost first down yardage. It's going to be a 9-yard gain there. Nope, they're going to say his knee touchdown at the 48. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, but I like this tempo.
Yeah, I do too.
You know, if you have a bigger line, more physical runners, you got to play tempo here.
Yep.
And both coaches did mention, I know they've scored on some big plays, but they both want to run the football.
Griffith will reset to the left side. This time Hunter Metz on the carry, and Metz is up across first down marker to the 43-yard line. First down Gales. Metz does not get a whole lot of running opportunities, primarily a defensive player, linebacker, but when they need a big burly back to get in there, Hunter Metz does a nice job.
Well, the thing Lancaster's showing is a lot of different formations here, Jared. We've seen the spread with 3 out. You know, we're kind of back here to the old Air Force look with the wings and the fullback and the quarterback, the backfield.
They do mix it up quite a bit more often than they used to, that's for sure. This carry takes him out to the 40. 2nd down and 7 coming up.
Well, I think it makes defenses adjust. Even if your concept is the same thing, defenses still must adjust to formation. Now you see him back to the spread.
Out to the right, you've got Caleb Santini and Drew Whitlatch. Jack Pompey checks into the ball game. He's up to the top along with Cameron Griffith. Nobody in the backfield with Burke. Brody back to pass. And Santini, I think he felt the hit coming.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I think Scioto's corners, they're really aggressive right now. I think you're going to have to look down beyond them a little bit.
Faraz Sharizi was coming in there, number 11. He was ready to make a hit on Santini. And the miss will make it 3rd down and 7 for Lancaster. And another penalty. This time it's on Scioto.
Ball, encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Makes it a little bit more manageable here.
That's not what you want to do. 3rd and 7, you don't want to give them 5 yards. I mean,
the Gales will stay with that same, looks like same play call. Nobody in the backfield with Burke. He's back to pass. He will tuck it and run. Good decision by Brody. He's got the 1st down up near the 30.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, we've talked a lot already tonight about their growth, their maturity, and that's something that Brody, you know, over the last few years has really matured. As you see the replay here, in the past we might have seen him throw that one and get it picked off, and he did a nice job of tucking it in. Last week we saw him do that as well. If it broke down, he either tucked it in or threw it away.
Now that comes from repetitions, Jared, and confidence. You know, if you're confident in what you see, then you'll make good decisions.
1st and 10 Gales at the Irish 31-yard line. Here's Gordon. Gordon right up the middle. Good hole there. Gordon to the 15, the 10, and brought down at the 8-yard line.
Boy, that's a burst right there, I tell you. Don't you love how he hits the hole?
He's a good one. 1st and goal for the Gales. Trying to answer after the pick 6 on the last offensive possession. Burke keeps it himself, and I thought he was going to get to the outside, but a great job. That's number 1 for the Irish. Wayne Moore closed in a hurry.
Yeah, Moore's a really good cornerback.
Yes, he is.
Guys, I thought he was going to throw it. He had number 5, Santini, you know, open in the end zone. It probably wasn't called a pass, but, you know, I think Santini might have missed on the block there and led him to be wide open in the end zone.
I think Burke, he sees wide open blue in the end zone and thought he could get it, but man, Wayne Moore, I tell you, that closing speed was really good. Landon Knox sets up at the right side. It'll be a handoff to Santini, or check that, it's Jameer Gordon again. And nothing there. Gets up to about the 5.
Well, the game clock and the time clocks are simultaneous right now, so I think we'll probably get a play. Big play, too.
Yeah, they will have to snap it. 3rd and goal from the 5 for Lancaster, trailing 14-7. Burke gives it to Metz. Metz took that little jab step and went to the left, and a good job by number 5 in white, Paul Salters, to make the stop. It'll bring up a 4th and goal from the 3-yard line, or 4, looks like right between the 2 and the 3 as we end the first quarter.
With that being said, in the 14-7 first quarter score, Jared, tonight's first half scoreboard sponsor is the Buckeye Automotive family. The Buckeye Honda, Nissan, and Toyota dealerships would like to wish all the local athletes best of luck this season. Learn more at buckeyecars.com.
Special night here at Fulton Field as it's Hawaiian night. Cheerleaders decked out in the Hawaiian leis, the student section with their Hawaiian shirts on, and also with the cheerleaders tonight, they have some young future Gale cheerleaders who went to Gale's cheer camp, and they get to cheer for the first couple quarters.
You wouldn't happen to know any of those cheerleaders, would you, Jared?
A couple of them. My daughter Brooklyn, who's a sophomore, is a varsity cheerleader, and my daughter Scarlett, who's in 5th grade, she's cheering tonight for the first 2 quarters.
It's fantastic.
So, exciting stuff.
Yes, it is.
And we talk about it all the time. This high school football is a community event.
It's an event.
Yeah.
That's why it's fun.
Yeah. And even last week at Hilliard Derby, this Gales crowd showed up. I mean, the student section was big, a lot of fans in the stands, and even on the road, it was a community event.
There you go, 4th and 2.
See what they can do here. Lining up to the left of Brody Burke is Jameer Gordon.
Power formation, Jared.
Looks like Hunter Metz will be his lead blocker. Burke keeps it himself. Yeah. Touchdown, Gales.
They made that look easy.
They did.
For 2 yards on a 4th down, they just kind of did the bulldoze right there.
Good job by that offensive line and also those running backs that were leading the way for Brody Burke. On to kick the extra point for Lancaster is that 18 or 16? That's an 18, Gunnar Bell. It'll be out of the hold of Burke. And it is good, and we are tied up at 14. So there's the answer to our question. Will the Gales be able to answer? Yes, they will.
No, it's great. Great first half so far. Very entertaining. Both teams need to tighten defensively a little bit, but we'll see how that goes.
Speaking of tighten defensively, Marion, did you get a chance to watch the Bobcats last night up in Piscataway? Marion's talking to somebody down the sideline, but tell you, did you watch them shoot?
Yeah, I did.
The offense looked outstanding for OU.
But, that pump block just killed them.
Yeah, it did.
It just was their demise
Yep.
of the night. But battling like they were pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Actually, the MAC teams that I saw last night looked pretty good, Jared.
Yep. And my brother travels with the Bobcats. He's the team chaplain, so he was on the sideline. He sent me some pictures. He said the size difference was unbelievable. But the Bobcats did a really nice job.
They did.
Marion, what'd you think of last night's game?
I loved it other than the punt block, but I was really excited about our offense. Let me tell you, Parker Navarro is electrifying.
He is.
And they've got a couple other playmakers, in the backfield, out wide. I think the offense can put up points. We may have a lot of track meets this year, but the Bobcats should be pretty good.
The kickoff is muffed, and it's loose on the field. Who's going to get it? There's a scrum. Gales say they have it, and so does the referee.
Wow.
Gales football at the 20 or the 19-yard line. How about that for an answer? Here's the pink cricket replay. Just goes right through his hands, right through his arms. Try to see who fell on it. There's Hunter Metz, I believe, rolling to it. And then, not sure who that last guy was in there.
Hard to tell.
Either way, the Gales come up with it. I think that might have been number 7 for Lancaster, Isaiah Miller, getting on the fumble. So Gales football. Burke hands it off to Gordon. Gordon across the 15, down inside the 10-yard line. Good run for Jameer Gordon.
You know what? What's impressive is they just don't. He's running through tackles, Jared.
Yep.
You're not going to be able to just reach out with an arm and tackle him. He's going through a lot of traffic right there. Outstanding.
First and goal inside the 10. Burke with Gordon behind him. Santini and Whitlatch out to the right. Burke keeps it himself this time. Looked like a busted play. Couldn't decide if he was going to hand it off or keep it. And it'll be no gain on that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether it was just confusion on who was to get it or whether it was even optional.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell. I have to ask coaches about that one.
So second and goal from the 9. Clock rolls down inside of 11 minutes to play in the first half. We are tied up at 14. Been an entertaining first half so far. Burke hits his tight end, Cameron Griffith, and right there to hit him right away was number 1, Wayne Moore. We've called his name already several times defensively.
Well, I think they're going to have a hard time getting anything quick on the outside because they are really up the field on the corners, Joe, tight.
Jack Pompey checks in for Lancaster. He will split out to the right.
Yeah, this is a tough area right here. You know, 3rd and 9, little quirky spot.
Yep. Play clock rolls down to 4-3. They need to get it off. They finally do. And Lancaster will call a timeout. I think they thought that they were not going to get the snap off in time.
Yeah, probably a good decision right there considering first half.
Yep.
Hey, tonight's first half scoreboard sponsor is the Buckeye Automotive family. The Buckeye Honda, Nissan, and Toyota dealerships would like to wish all the local athletes best of luck this season. Learn more at buckeyecars.com.
So 14-14 with 10 minutes to play in the first half. Gales took a timeout. They face a 3rd down and 9, and they haven't moved it in 2 plays from this spot since they recovered that fumbled kickoff. And Marion, this kind of is, Shu mentioned it, it's kind of a weird area. You really don't want a goal situation to be at the 9-yard line.
No, you really don't. I mean, this is a situation where you want to get as much as you can here and see if you can get close there. But again, with the size advantage that Lancaster has, nice to see him take advantage of that.
Yep. Burke has pressure from behind. He's sacked, and the ball comes loose, but a good job by Lancaster to fall on it. That's 66 for the Gales. That's Aaron Daniels getting on it. So now what do you do?
You know, it's funny watching from up here, Jared, when you see this happening, you regardless of which quarterback it is, you're going, watch out.
Yeah, he
because
can't
they're not
see him
seeing
coming
it.
right.
Nah, he wasn't aware of the backside of that pressure.
It was 95 getting in there for Scioto.
No field goal attempt.
That was Abdelrahman Hashim getting in there. And Scioto now will take a timeout.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to kick a field goal, it's going to be a 41-yarder, and not
tough.
everybody has somebody that can do that.
Right. see what the Gales decide to do here. They do have, I mean, they've got a plethora of receivers that
They
can
do.
go to.
Hey, did you see the story I sent you about the kicker
Yeah.
from Hawaii?
Yeah, that was
Kicked 2 years at
for
Hawking
Hawking
College.
College. Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
Pretty amazing journey.
Yep.
He taught himself on YouTube.
Unbelievable.
So don't tell me you can't be a kicker.
Hey, I teach myself how to do like car work from YouTube.
Hey, if it's plumbing, I make it worse. Yeah.
How about that? Taught himself how to kick from
I know.
YouTube, and now he's kicking it.
He
in
kicked a
Hawaii.
game winner against Stanford the first week. Amazing, isn't it?
He's from Japan,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Kick.
How about that? So here we go, 4th down and goal from the 29-yard line. Not often you hear that, or 24-yard line. Burke back to pass. He's pressured, lost the football, and it's recovered by Scioto right there at the line of scrimmage. So really nothing lost there. So Scioto takes over. Give their defense credit. They did a great job on that stuff. That could have been disastrous for them after the
Yes.
fumbled kickoff.
Well, I tell you what, they used their quickness on the defensive line to get a lot of pressure.
Tim, there's some rule changes in high school football this year that we want to talk about. I think we have a slate that we can take a look at with some of those.
Well, we can get back to these in a moment, but the number one item, as you can see from 2025, is illegal and improperly worn equipment is a point of emphasis.
McKee passes complete to the 31-yard line, and really nice catch and run right there by number 9, Marple. And I think one of the things with that one, Tim, is that you see these pro and college guys pull their pants up above their knees, drives me crazy. And they're trying to get rid of that in high school.
Yeah, they take them off the field now if that's the case, and until it's fixed, they got to stay off the field.
McKee keeps it himself across a 45. Nice run by the quarterback.
Yeah, shows his ability to move the ball with his feet. You know, you look again, and items that are attached to the mouth protector, which I'm not sure what that all refers to, but if they don't serve any purpose in protection, you cannot have those. I mean, how many of them do we watch on weekends? They don't even have them in their mouth.
Right.
You know.
Some of them have 3 of them hanging from their face mask. I don't get that. 1st and 10 Gales check that, 1st and 10 Scioto at their own 47-yard line. McKee will hand it off, coming right side. Again, that's Eden Williams, and Williams up across midfield down to the Gale 45-yard line.
Yeah, good hard running right there. Great job by Williams.
What's the one, the forward fumble one, Shu?
Well, if it goes out of bounds or it's rolled out of bounds between the goal lines, the ball gets returned to the spot of the fumble, not where it went out of bounds. So you can't, especially fumbling forward.
Right.
So, you know, and sportsmanship and targeting and those things are really points of emphasis right now, as they should be.
Pass over the middle, complete for a 1st down up near the 36-yard line.
And with that being said, Jared, as also with our list of officials and with these roles, emphasis and changes, I'd like to give a shout out to Ron Werner. He does a great job with getting me that information so we can present it and show all this to allow fans to better understand what's going on.
Right. Tell you what, right now the quarterback McKee, Jack McKee, and Marple, his receiver number 9, are there on target. Brooks Marple. Here's McKee again, back to pass, has time, and Marple again wide open at the 20 and gets out of bounds at about the 16-yard line.
Yeah, you couldn't have called that any sooner. Timing was perfect there.
Yes, it was.
Just like his pass to his receiver.
Here's the Pink Cricket replay.
He is a good quarterback.
He just has the look. I mean,
he does.
The size, the look. He's good.
Well, Coach Place told me he's getting recruited a lot, but you know that can change through the season by who and the level.
Yep.
And he's shown he's pretty good, doggone good player.
Yes, he is. 1st and 10, Irish. Here's a pass into the backfield to Williams. Eden Williams gets across the 15-yard line and brought down by Braylon Young.
That's like a run. That's like a wide run. Get the player the ball in space. The Lancaster defender made an excellent tackle out there.
Brings up a third down, or check that, second down and 7. 6:30 and counting here in the first half. Jack McKee with Williams right behind him. 3 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. McKee over the middle, it's picked off.
Oh, wow.
It went through the hands of his intended receiver and intercepted by the Gales.
Wow.
Number 6 for Lancaster, that's Quentin Green on the interception.
I think it was intended for Isaiah Rush, am I correct? Number
I think you're
7.
right. Just a little high.
Yeah, just a little bit, and he tried to make the play, and just misfortune and fortunate for the Gales.
Was that 6 or was it 8? Was it Brody Bracco, I think, on the interception? Yes, it was. Brody Bracco on the interception for the Gales.
A lot of big plays going on here.
Yep.
First half.
So big turnover there. Gales going back on offense. 1st and 10, backed up at their own 4-yard line. Burke keeps it himself and gets across the 10. Takes a hard hit there at the 11. And hops right back up.
They get you out of the hole back there, though.
Yep.
That's a really good first down run.
2nd down and 2. Clock rolls under 6 minutes to play in the first half.
Yeah, back to the spread formation. I would say I think Jameer's going to get the football.
Yeah. Yes, he does. Here is Jameer Gordon across the 15-yard line. No, not quite to the 15.
Yeah, a little more resistance that time from the Dublin Scioto defensive line.
If that's not a first down, it's pretty darn close. They're going to give it to him. Move the chains. 1st and 10 Gales. Lancaster players check that wristband as they get the play from the sideline. Burke again with Jameer Gordon right behind him. Here is Gordon. Gordon across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Pickup of 7 on the play. Quentin Green checks in for the Gales. Hunter Metz comes out. 2nd and 3. Clock down to 5 minutes to play in the first half. Burke this time, flanked on both sides by running backs. He's going to pitch it out to Gordon. Gordon trying to get to the outside. Good job by the Irish defense out there.
Little option look right there, Jared. Fake the dive and pitch to the wide.
Wayne Moore on the stop along with Faraz Sharizi. Yeah, 11, Faraz Sharizi, man, that's a couple times we called it. He gets out there in a hurry.
He does.
3rd down and 1 for the Gales.
Straight line running.
Burke keeps it himself. He's got the first down and more up near the 35-yard line.
See, that's when I think when he runs the ball better when he's straight.
Yeah.
You know, or slanted. You know, trying to get outside and juke people on the perimeter. I don't think he's as strong a runner as when he's doing that. That's outstanding right there.
1st and 10, Lancaster. We're under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Just a shot of the student section of the Gales. They're packed in pretty deep there. Burke fires one, it's caught. That's Cameron Griffith across midfield. Good catch by Cameron and a nice pass by Brody Burke.
I tell you, when he reverse pivoted in the pocket, he had pressure, but he
did.
kept his cool and kept his head up and found the target.
And how about that catch too by Cameron Griffith? Watch this on the Pink Cricket replay.
Watch right here.
Boy, good, wow.
Yeah, that's outstanding, Jared. Footwork in the quarterback position.
Really nice by both those guys. 1st and 10 Gales at the Scioto 45. Burke keeps it himself. Burke across the 40 and gets about 8 on the play.
Good patience there by Burke, guys. Just waited just half a beat just to let that other block coming on the pull clear. Just gave him just enough time to get those extra yards. Nice 8-yard gain, but again, the patience shown there is what let that play develop.
Yep. Burke hands it off to Gordon across the 35. That's a first down. If that name Burke sounds familiar, his dad Billy Burke, who's on the coaching staff, was a great player here at Lancaster. Spent some time as a head coach down at Logan. First and 10 for the Gales. Clock down to 2:39 and counting. Burke will get the play from the sideline. Play clock down to 9 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Yep, that's big.
False start.
False start on the Gales. That's the third one tonight that we've seen.
Still first down.
2 of them were in the first possession. So speaking of Billy Burke, back in 1991, Interface Video Productions started doing these high school football games, and Billy was a player here at Lancaster.
Outstanding linebacker, I will tell you. I was fortunate enough to get to watch him play. He was outstanding.
After the penalty, first and 15 for Lancaster. Clock winds at 2:04. Burke back to pass, has some pressure, it's tipped.
Yeah.
His intended receiver was Gordon out of the backfield.
Well, they sent pressure from the left side defensively. You know, Coach Place is the defensive coordinator, so he runs the defense. So, and you know, he's been there. He's been at Scioto. This is his 3rd year as head coach, 15 years overall.
It's not too often you see the head coach as the defensive
Not
coordinator.
usually, but that's what he did under Coach Johnson, who has retired. They had some outstanding teams up there a few years back.
Nevin Densel came in on the pressure there. He's the one that got a hand on the football. Burke with nobody in the backfield with him. Back to pass. Has pressure again. Does a nice job stepping up in the pocket. And it's completed. Completed to Santini. Santini across the 20. Still on his feet to the 15. And it takes a whole host of Irish to bring him down inside the 15.
Now that's the effort you're looking for.
That one is right down on you, Marion. That's a heck of a run after the catch.
Absolutely, it was just hard-nosed running there after the catch by Santini. But again, the poise by Burke, stepping up in the pocket, you know, not losing his composure, calmly looking downfield, finding Santini on a nice route there, coming over in the hook route. And then again, great catch by Santini in addition to the run.
How about the stiff arm? We just saw the replay as you were talking, Marion, he just put a stiff arm on somebody. Here's Gordon. Gordon across the 5-yard line.
You know what they call that stiff arm? Get off me.
Yeah, you're right. So Gordon was dragged down right at the 5-yard line. They tried to drag his pants down too, it looked like.
They'll do any try to get Gordon on the ground, guys, including try to get his clothes off, apparently. Oh, my.
He's a good runner. So they're going to try anything. Second, and they could get a first down at the right about the 2.5-yard line. Burke keeps it himself, and he is brought down at the line of scrimmage at the 5-yard line. Clock down inside of a minute to play, and the Gales will burn a timeout here with 38 seconds to play in the half. 3rd down and 2 at the 5-yard line. Here's the replay of that last run by Gordon.
Whoops.
I think Gordon was good to go down on that one, guys. You don't try to run through those.
I think that happened to Joe Burrow a couple years ago, didn't it?
I think you're right, yeah.
I want to mention again our replays tonight. Brought to you by the Pink Cricket Restaurants, where strangers don't remain strangers for long, and the company is always welcome. Come join our friends and family at the one and only Pink Cricket Restaurant, doing it great since 1938. Looking good over there on Main Street. So they got some new awnings. Can't miss them.
No.
Here we go, 3rd down and 2 from the 5-yard line. Gales still do have one timeout left. Burke pitches it to Gordon. Gordon gets inside the 5, still on his feet. Gordon just wills his way into the end zone. Touchdown. What a run by Jameer Gordon.
I tell you,
That's a tough 5-yard run.
He was hit at the 3-yard line, Jared, but I tell you, he is excellent running through arm tackles.
Yes, he is. You cannot bring him down just by using your arms, and here it is. Watch.
Watch that.
He's hit at the 5. It just spins right out of it.
And then if really hard at
Yeah.
the 3, they call that yak.
Yep. Gunnar Bell on to kick the extra point. Low snap, and somehow Burke was able to get the hold down, and Bell was able to kick it through the upright to take a 21-14 lead.
Now that's like 95-yard drive right there.
Yeah, it
Jared.
was.
That's very impressive.
Yeah, the interception came out. That might have been more than 9. Was it at the 5 or
5 or 4,
inside
right?
the 5?
Yeah.
So great job by the Gales. First of all, the defense to get the turnover inside in the red zone, and then they drive it all the way down for the touchdown. We saw them do that last week against Hilliard Darby. Darby turned the ball over a few times. The Gales forced them to turn it over in the red zone, and then Lancaster would drive down. So tell you what, this is a different looking Gales team.
It
this
is.
year.
This is an interesting game because, honestly, Scioto's moved the ball.
Right.
Coach Blaze felt this is one of their strengths, is being able to move the ball offensively. A little concerned defensively as far as matching up, dealing with the size of Lancaster and those things. But offensively, he felt they could move the ball. Well, they have a whole group of really good offensive players.
Wyatt Crutch will kick it off for Lancaster, leading 21-14 with 33 seconds to play in the first half. Crutch's kick will be taken on the run at the 18-yard line by number 3, that's Dom Clardy. Clardy going to be wrapped up, not going hardly anywhere that time, maybe a gain of 5 on the return.
Now, once you hesitate, the party's over, as they say.
Yep. So Scioto will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. Do you just kneel on it here? Or do you try to? You've got a quarterback with a great arm.
Well, outstanding player. But I don't know, with 25 seconds, you just kind of let this ride and move on. Doesn't look like it.
The Gales get the ball to start the second half as well. Go ahead, Marion.
I was going to say, I'd at least run a play, and it looks like they will here. See what happens.
Yep. Wayne Moore on the reception goes out of bounds at the 32. And they do have 2 timeouts remaining with 20 seconds to play in the first half.
Hey, you never know with their athletes.
Exactly.
True. 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen. McKee back to pass, rolling out to the near side. And it throws it out of bounds. Intended for number 9, Brooks Marple. 14 seconds now on the clock.
Sometimes, senior quarterbacks especially show that ability to know that that's the best pass right there. On that play, that's the best possible pass.
Yep. Third down and 4. McKee, quick pass, it's complete to the 38, and out of bounds goes Wayne Moore.
Well, Lancaster had 4 defenders 15 yards deep. They're trying not to let anybody get behind them for sure, especially with 9 seconds to go here.
So 1st and 10 at the 38, 9 seconds to play in the first half. Gales lead at 21-14.
Four-man
has
rush.
pressure, gets away from it for momentarily, and he's hit as he throws and almost intercepted at the 32, and there will be 1 second on the clock. Hunter Metz was bringing the pressure on McKee. Did Metz get a hand on it from behind? Or
It appeared that he did, just enough to get him off balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he just hit him in the back as he was in his throwing motion, and it just caused that
Yep.
Yep.
errant.
Yeah, we were seeing the replay as you were calling it, Marion. You're exactly right. He just got him in the back as he was throwing. So here we go, last play of the first half. Gales in that prevent defense. Mets with the pressure. They dump it over the middle. What a catch at the 45-yard line, but it's not going to go for enough. Eden Williams did a nice job just to haul that one in. Entertaining first half. The Gales on top 21-14 at the end of the first half. Coming up, we'll have the halftime band show. It'll be brought to you by the Frank E. Smith Funeral Home, Crematory and Monuments, family owned and operated since 1889. You can check them out at funeralhome.com. Halftime band show also brought to you by Fairfield Federal. Whatever you need, Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan specializes in banking that revolves around you. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. We're going to take a break. You'll come back and see the Lancaster Band of Gold up next on the high school football game of the week.
IVP Sports presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Football Game of the Week. Also brought to you by Fairfield Medical Center, North Body Shop, Fairfield Federal, the Frank E. Smith Funeral Home, Pizza Cottage, the Carriage Company, Fairfield County Adam H., the Savings Bank, Sheridan Funeral Home, Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, Buckeye Lake Marina, the Pink Cricket, Clear Sky Rehabilitation Hospital, Fairfield DD, and Buckeye Toyota.
If you've been thinking about getting a home loan, now is the time. Hi, this is Carrie James from Fairfield Federal. Our experienced lenders are here to help you make your vision a reality. For more than 125 years, we've been helping our community achieve home ownership. Fairfield Federal has convenient online application for your home loan, home equity loan, and home equity line of credit needs. Visit fairfieldfederal.com to get started. Fairfield Federal for checking, savings, and home loans. Data charges may apply, subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 402612.
Hi, this is Jill Hinwood with the Victoria Players Children's Theater in Baltimore. We are currently in our 8th season thanks to local support. This month, we are really excited to be chosen as a recipient of the Buckeye Cares program. That means Buckeye will make a generous donation to help our efforts with every vehicle they sell this month. From all of us at Victoria Players Children's Theater, we say thank you, Buckeye.
Buckeye Lake Marina is a full-service marina offering new and used boats for sale. Brands like Bennington, Crown Line, South Bay, and Chaparral. They also do boat service, canvas repair, and custom boat covers, and they sell ethanol-free recreational fuel. Located in Millersport at 2920 Canal Drive, 740-467-2697. Online at BuckeyeLakeMarina.com.
He was a little 32-week baby. All of the nurses took such good care of me that I decided to go to nursing school when I was a little older, and now I'm actually working alongside some of the nurses that actually cared for me when I had my son.
Hi, I'm Carol Whittington, and I would like to invite you to stop by Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, located at 1540 Hubbard Drive in Lancaster. We are a small family-owned business and have been servicing the Central Ohio and Hocking Hills area since 2003. Graduations with a personal touch, weddings with a personal touch, corporate events with a personal touch. Please call us today for all your party rental needs, 740-689-6991.
Pizza is always a good idea. It brings people together. It's there for your birthday party. It's the food that motivates your friends to help you move. These moments deserve Pizza Cottage, where good pizza, good people, and great memories come together.
Swing into the Carriage Company and check out our sweet deals.
If you're looking for the best selection of clean, quality used vehicles, look no further than the Carriage Company. You'll feel secure with your purchase, knowing all vehicles undergo an extensive safety and service check prior to the sale. And all vehicles can be viewed online at carriagecompany.com. The Carriage Company, located at 1031 North Memorial Drive in Lancaster.
So wait!
Did you know Fairfield DD provides coordination for over 1,200 people in Fairfield County? That's 1,200 unique journeys, each filled with talents, dreams, and challenges. And while no two paths are the same, one thing is true for everyone. Life is easier when you have the right support. That's why we're here. From early childhood milestones to school transitions, employment, and adulthood, Fairfield DD connects individuals and families with the resources they need every step of the way. When the right support is available, a vibrant community where people lead lives of greater independence and make meaningful contributions becomes possible. Learn more at fairfielddd.com and check us out on social media. Together, we're building a more inclusive Fairfield County.
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our two locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
At the Ohio High School Athletic Association, our student athletes are going pro at being
coachable,
a good student,
responsible,
dependable,
respectful.
I'm going pro at being
a good student,
a good student,
a good teammate,
responsible.
I'm going pro at being
coachable,
a good student,
dependable, a good teammate,
representing my school.
I'm going pro at being
a good student,
a good student,
responsible.
Let's go pro at respecting the game.
Respect 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 the game.
High school sports has a way of bringing communities together. However, poor behavior by parents and other adult fans is tarnishing that experience. This is why the National Federation of State High School Associations advocates for education-based athletics. With the help of every parent, high school sports programs have an opportunity to teach students healthy participation, achievement, teamwork, and good sportsmanship. To learn more, contact us today.
IVP Sports presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Football Game of the Week. Also brought to you by Fairfield Medical Center, North Body Shop, Fairfield Federal, the Frank E. Smith Funeral Home, Pizza Cottage, the Carriage Company, Fairfield County Adam H., the Savings Bank, Sheridan Funeral Home, Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, Buckeye Lake Marina, the Pink Cricket, Clear Sky Rehabilitation Hospital, Fairfield DD, and Buckeye Toyota.
Back to Fulton Field, where your halftime score, Lancaster Golden Gales lead Dublin Scioto 21-14. Glad to have you back, and hope you enjoyed the halftime band show. The Lancaster Band of Gold doing a nice job tonight. Let's check some scores around the area. New Lex leads Philo 14-12 at halftime. It is Licking Valley and Amanda Clear Creek at halftime, all knotted up at 14. We've got no score reported. Bloom Carroll and Taze Valley actually says 0-0 at half. Colonel Crawford leads Fairfield Union 13-0 at half. Fisher Catholic leads Tuscarora Central Catholic 15-8 in the first quarter. Trimble is shutting out Byrne Union 16-0 at halftime. Fairfield Christian and Oak Hill tied up at 14. That one listed in the first quarter. And North Union all over Liberty Union 44-7 at the half. And one score from last night, Conotton Valley beat Millersport 46-6. That was a final. Millersport in week number 1. Even though they lost, they were very competitive and looked like they might open up with a win. So that's a team that might be on the rise.
Coach Streinish and his bunch up there just had the Sweet Corn Festival.
Yep. And how about Coach Timmis and the Fisher Catholic Irish?
Yes.
They started with a win last week. First time since 2019 that they opened the season with a win. Looking to go 2-0 tonight. A long trip up to Tuscarora Central Catholic. Let's go down to Marion real quick. Thoughts on that first half? Very competitive. The Gales showed a lot of grit.
Yes, a lot of grit. A very fast-paced half. But again, not just grit, but the confidence also, Jared, that they just showed. Again, being able to overcome adversity, mistakes that they made, put them behind them, played a really clean second quarter, particularly that last drive where they went 95 yards and scored that touchdown. So they got a lot of build upon here in the second half.
It will be the Irish taking the second half kickoff at the 18-yard line. Uh-oh, look out. This one's going to go to the house for a touchdown. It's number 25, Eden Williams, taking it all the way in for 6. What a start in the second half for the Dublin Scioto Irish.
That was easy.
Well, we've seen him on all the other kickoffs so far. He's catching them on the run. His momentum is going forward, and that time no different. Caught it right about the 20-yard line and untouched. Here it is.
Yeah, no chance. If you don't get in lanes and break down, you have no chance here.
So 82 yards on the return. Nobody touched him. Good return there by Eden Williams, a senior. And we'll see if they can tie it up here. Riley Fritchie on to kick the extra point. Kick is up and just snuck in there on the right side. We are tied up at 21, just like that. How about that for an answer, Marion?
Yeah, that's something else. And again, Scioto, we talked about it before, the skill positions that they have, the talent they have there, the speed that they have there. To have Williams not only in the backfield, but returning kicks as he just did there. You've got Wayne Moore. Oh my gosh, just speed and talent everywhere. Lancaster's really got to be cognizant of that. Find a way, again, to corral those guys, not let them get in open space, because when they do, you see what can happen.
Yeah, lots of weapons. So the Gales now will receive the kickoff. Jameer Gordon back there. Also Drew Whitlatch. Those guys can make some plays as well. We saw Whitlatch on the receiving end of a hook and ladder. It seemed like just a beautiful play on their first score of the game. A nice catch by Santini, then he pitched it back and got Whitlatch in stride, who took it untouched to the house for their first score. Here's the ensuing kickoff. It will be taken by Whitlatch at the 12-yard line. Whitlatch following that wall of blockers. Here goes Whitlatch. He's to the 40. Whitlatch out to the 45 across midfield. Down to the 40-yard line of Scioto. Still on his feet. Drew Whitlatch will take it to the house. Touchdown, Gales. How often do you see that? Back-to-back touchdown returns on kickoffs.
Hey, you said it right. They got people there that can make plays. Wow.
Wow, it's right. Watch the wall. These guys did a great job. They created that wall, got some blocks.
85 yards, Jared.
And then he just does the rest.
Beautiful stiff arm right there. Watch how he read the here. Great job. Good blocking downfield.
Whitlatch is a player, man. We see him on the basketball court as well, making plays for Coach Riggs.
Well, like I said, you know, before the game.
He's saying, you see my stiff arm? You see that stiff arm?
He makes your team better.
Yes, he does.
Those kind of players.
So encroachment on the lineup for the extra point.
Guys, if you're Coach Schoonover, do you just kick it out of bounds on this next one?
You might.
I mean,
how often do you see that? I mean,
it's called pooch.
My goodness.
I'm not, real up on the record books in OHSAA, but I doubt that's happened very often, where you see the second half opening kickoff taken for a touchdown, and then the other team go right back with a touchdown of their own on the kickoff. As Bell kicks the extra point through, we're tied back up again, 28-28. Or no, check that. Gales go up 28-21 as they were just tied up at 21 on that kickoff return.
Wow.
And now the Gales back on top.
And a whole 27 seconds gone in the quarter, Jared.
Drew Whitlatch still riding high over there on the sidelines, getting congratulations from his teammates as they're back up by 7 with 11:33 to play in the third quarter, and they'll kick it back off to Scioto. Once again, back deep, Eden Williams on the near side. Over on the far side, I think that's Wayne Moore. Trying to see the number. Might be Dom Clardy, I think, over on the far side.
Yeah, it's Clardy.
Yeah. Kick from Wyatt Crutch. He kicks it away from Williams. It's taken at the 25-yard line by the up man, and a good job by the Lancaster coverage team getting down there to make the stop. The initial hit for the Gales by Kellen Knock. So the Irish go on offense, 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line, trailing 28-21. Three receivers to the bottom of the screen. McKee will keep it himself, going right side over that right tackle. A nice run there on first down by Jack McKee, getting out across the 40-yard line. Sure, you had a chance to talk to both these coaches, as you do every week, going into the game, just to get some thoughts and some ideas on their teams. And one of the areas to improve on for Dublin Scioto was special teams.
Yeah, and Coach Place talked about, the angles they need to take have to be better. And that return is a fine example of that.
First down catch there for Scioto across midfield. They're into Lancaster territory at the 45. McKee will hand it off to Williams. Williams across the 40. A good run on first down for Eden Williams. Nick Evans makes a stop for the Gales. Good sportsmanship there by 71 Max Coral of Scioto to help Evans off the turf.
Scioto's really good offensively. I mean, you know, Coach Place said he feels that they are ahead of even where he projected them to be at this point. That happens when you have seniors.
Here's Wayne Moore on the reception this time. Moore somehow got away. Moore to the 35, and a flag comes flying in, I think. I think I saw Troy Balog throw one in there.
Yes.
Could have been in the area of face mask as the tackle was being made. No, it's a hold.
Holding. Number 7, White. Offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Still second down.
Check
anyone
the,
has lost their
cricket
phone,
replay,
please
see if
come to
we
the
can
press
catch
box.
that hold. He said number 7 right here. It was toward the end of the run. A good job there by Wayne Moore to protect the football as the Gales were trying to strip it out. There's the hold.
Yep.
Had the jersey.
So they say the film does not
Yep.
lie.
And Balog was right on top of that one. Not going to get away with it when the official's right there. Good defensive swarm there by the Gales. Back them up a couple yards there. Make it 3rd down and 13. And then knocked on the sack.
You know, the most success Scioto's had tonight is running with the quarterback.
You're
from,
right.
From the offensive set position,
Yeah.
the best plays they've had is McKee running.
They did have the one drive where he was hooking up with Marple on several pass plays,
Yes.
but then it ended in an interception. But you're right, running-wise, he's been their main runner. Here's a pass over the middle. Nice catch down the right side on the hash marks. Sliding catch by Marple.
Yeah, straight down the seam. I mean, just behind the linebackers in front of the deep play. Watch right here.
I mean, that was 3rd and 13, and that's just a really nice pass and catch there.
See, that's outstanding spacing and delivery.
Brooks Marple's had himself a game so far.
Sure has.
Nice job by Williams picking up that blitz on that as well, guys. Really nice job.
Both quarterbacks have done a nice job of that tonight. Eluding that pressure, stepping up when they need to. Here's Williams right up the middle for the Irish. Give him about 5 on the play. And then knocked again on the stop for the Gales. Irish putting themselves a drive. They're going to try to answer that last Gales touchdown. Try to tie it up. 2nd down and 5 here in Gales territory at the 25. This time the handoff goes to Clardy, and he is swarmed again and brought down. No gain on the play. Leading the charge for the Gales is Capretta, as well as number 20 for the Gales, and that is Isaac Boyden. Another 3rd down here for Scioto. McKee's pass is complete. Again, it's Marple. He's going to be shy of the 1st down by a couple of yards, maybe a yard. It's going to be 4th down and 1 as Brocco made the stop just before the yard to gain.
Yeah, I would expect McKee to run this ball here. Said earlier, he's been the most effective weapon with his feet.
Jack McKee, the senior quarterback. He's been a 3-year starter, 6'3", 190 pounds. This time he will hand it off, and they get the 1st down across the 20. It's still going. Look at this.
Great surge.
Wow. I mean, he gets all the way up to the 12-yard line.
It's just,
he just would not go down.
No,
He had help from his offensive line as
That's
well.
just power right there, Jared.
New meaning to the tush push.
More than the tush got pushed. Yeah.
For more than just a couple yards like the Eagles do there. Here's another handoff right side. This time it's Clardy again. They kind of go back and forth with Williams and Clardy. Kind of a 1-2 punch. Brody Bracco again on the stop. Aaron Daniels checks in for the Gales, as well as number 51, Nick Evans. Subbing some guys in and out, get some fresh legs in on defense. Second down. Again, it's Clardy. And maybe a gain of 1, if any, on that play.
Yeah, just lining up in power formation right here, Jared, and just saying we're going to run the ball at you.
Got a whistle and official timeout. Looks like an injury. One of the offensive linemen for Scioto. You never like to see that.
No.
It's been a very clean game so far tonight with no injuries. Right now, offensive lineman on the ground for Scioto.
Well, with that opening of the half, Jared, tonight's second half scoreboard sponsor is Pizza Cottage. Now with 2 locations in Lancaster at West Fair Avenue and East Main Street. Pizza Cottage, always using the finest ingredients, treating their customers and employees like family, and always giving back to our community.
I forgot that they had that newer location on Main Street now.
Yeah, down there. And you're familiar with that area a little bit.
Yeah, that's good to see on the east side of town.
We've used it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have. My grandkids love to go over there and eat. Yeah, that one especially. I don't know so much about the west side.
While we've got the injury timeout, let's take a look at some of the schedules for these two teams upcoming. This one for Dublin Scioto.
Yeah, and they've got a game next week, which they can win again. Thomas Worthington has not won a game for over a year now, for sure. They didn't win one last season. They lost in the opener. So, you know, Dublin Scioto's got some real positive things going for them.
Yep. And then the Golden Gales.
Gales go to a Marysville team, which we've seen.
Actually, they host Marysville.
Oh, no, that's here. That's right.
They get 3 in a row here at home.
Yeah, and then Taze Valley, who last year played really well.
They did.
Well, we saw them beat Carroll last year. They play Carroll tonight. But then the Gales go to Groveport. We kind of do that game every year, the Groveport-Lancaster game between 33 teams up and down Route 33. You look there, and the league is what it is, but it looks very positive. I mean, you only play a week at a time, so you got to get ready. But that's not a good look there for 76.
No, it's not. We wish him well as he's getting helped off the field. That's Jacob and Petey again. Checking the scores. Last check, it was 0-0, Bloom Carroll and Taze Valley at halftime. Still no update from that one. Third down for Scioto. Pass into the end zone is overthrown, intended for number 13, Isaiah Jones. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 5 for the Irish. Do they go for it or take some points here?
It looks like they're going to make a go for 4th down here, Jared.
See what they do. They've got a couple good running backs, and McKee also can run as well. 4th down, and it's like closer to 4 than 5. Looks like Marple's going to split out to the right side, along with Grant Sauer. Down to the left side is number 1, Wayne Moore. McKee has Williams standing right beside him, and a timeout's going to be called by the Irish. Coach Place calls one. Is he rethinking it or just?
I don't think so. I think he wants to make sure he gets the right play and everybody's organized. And this time of year especially, Jared.
Meanwhile, for the Gales, if they can get a stop here, this place could erupt. Up by 7 right now, 5:45 to play in the third. We've already seen them take one 95-plus yards for a touchdown earlier, so this would be no different here if they can get a stop.
Well, the offense hasn't been on the field.
That's true. In the second half, you're right.
So we don't know what they're going to look like here. Between those 2 scores back to back, all of a sudden, and Scioto's made a nice drive here.
Yep.
Time-consuming drive.
If you're just tuning in, the second half opening kickoff was taken for a touchdown by Dublin Scioto, and then Lancaster turns right around with Drew Whitlatch and returns their kickoff for a touchdown. Here we go, 4th down and 4.
Yeah, same formation.
McKee keeps it himself. He's got pressure. McKee fires one across the middle, sliding. Did he catch it or did he trap it? The officials are looking at each other. They're going to give him a touchdown. I'd like to see a replay of that. Scott Burry is right down at the end zone. He's saying incomplete. And I think our cameraman.
Here we go, Jared.
Let's see it. He'll slide. Oh, that ball is definitely on the turf. Definitely on the turf. Caught it on the bounce.
The referee from behind made the call, and he was blocked, Jared.
Yeah, you're right. Extra point is up, and it's good, and we're tied up at 28. Great effort, and great job selling it.
Yeah.
But it definitely hit the turf.
It's like that catch, no catch in the outfield, same thing.
That's right.
Come up like you caught it.
Great job by, there's a still shot. You can see the ball on the ground right there, right under his armpit. Great job by Tom Russo right down on the end zone getting that shot.
Well, on that note, we now have 6 officials this year all the time.
Yeah.
There's no games worked by 5, and sometimes, somehow, you got to make sure that gets covered.
Yeah.
You have enough people, you got to see that.
You're right. Speaking of our IVP crew, you saw that shot from Tom Russo. Down on the truck, we've got Bob Campetti, also Donnie Ziegfeld. Jim Spires is our top camera tonight, as always, and we mentioned Tom Russo down on the field camera. Shane Messina and Josh Messerly also in the truck as well with Bob. Kickoff is going to be taken by the up man at the 28-yard line. This is Santini. Santini getting out to the 35, swarmed right there. So there's Jim Spires. He's been with Interface Video Productions doing camera work for 35 years.
I thought it was 45.
And didn't he tell us he can't wait till, what was the date? October something.
This fall.
He's retiring this fall, so not from us, not from
No,
Interface.
never. He's not allowed. No permission yet signed.
Well, let's see how the Gales answer here. They just gave up the touchdown pass, which, that's one that you could be frustrated about because the officials missed it, but we'll see how they answer.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at this point.
Exactly. You got to play. Still plenty of time. Here's a handoff to Jameer Gordon right up the middle. And this time, Scioto snuffed it out for just a short gain.
Yeah, they haven't been on the field for,
it's been a while.
I don't know what time it was halftime.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I forget, but.
5:13 to play in the third quarter, and they're just now on the field.
For the first time this half, yeah. You got to be fresh.
Second down and 8. Gordon stands right behind Burke. Brody. Oh, wow, big hit. Pompey went up high for that one, and he took a lick. Just jarred the ball loose.
I'm telling you, Scioto's defensive corners are up tight, Jared. Watch here. Watch how close he is. See him right there?
Yep.
He's already advancing before the ball's thrown.
Wow. Not only did he take a hit, but his head snapped back and hit the turf as well.
To get some respect from them, you're going to have to throw over them a couple times, Jared. You got to make them pay.
Double move would be crucial right here by Lancaster if they've got anyone that can run that on the outside.
That's right.
Burke going to keep it himself. Brody's got the first down up across the 45. Good run by Brody Burke.
He runs the ball well. When he's straight line, make a move, quick move, elude, he's really effective. Still on the spread here, no backs.
Big third down conversion there. 1st and 10 for the Gales at their own 48. 4:25 and counting here in the third quarter. Jameer Gordon will reset right beside Burke. He'll take the handoff over left tackle, gets across midfield. Give him about 4 on the carry.
That's a good formation. You're showing spread with no back. And as the defense makes their adjustment for alignment, you shift your back in and give him the ball. I mean, sometimes defenses can have a hard time on an assignment.
Yeah. Second and 6 upcoming. Here's Gordon again. Gordon across the 45-40. It's a foot race to the 30. Jameer Gordon down the sideline to the 10, 5. Finally brought down inside the 5-yard line at the 1-yard line.
Tell you what, he had a boost there.
He did. Great run by the junior, Jameer Gordon. Here it is on the Pink Cricket replay. Got away from that one and then just turns on the Jets.
He did. Because I thought the corner was going to have a good shot and not a chance. Good hustle there.
Good job finally tracking him down, Paul Salters. Play clock down to 15 as Giovanni Capretta comes in for the Gales.
It's all right, you want nothing but straight line push now. You don't have to rush.
Burke hands it off right up the middle. Touchdown for the Gales. Number 7, Isaiah Miller runs it in. Good answer by the Gales.
We got us a shootout, Jared.
Yes, we do. So back on to kick the extra point for Lancaster is Gunnar Bell to be out of the hold of Brody Burke. Try to put them back up by 7 with 3:30 to play in the third quarter. Kick is no good this time. So they will just a 6-point lead. How about the job of the offensive line for Lancaster? They have done an outstanding job tonight. Those are the guys that they don't get their name called a whole lot, but man, they've done a great job. Opening up some holes. And
they have. Very effective.
Holding their blocks
yes.
for Brody Burke to pass as well.
Well, again, we talked about it earlier. Both teams are different from they have been in the sense that they have more resiliency. And we're seeing it tonight live. Yeah. You can talk about all that stuff, Jared. You can theorize with the players, until you do it on the field and have that persistence and that fight to the end. There's no proof. Tonight we're seeing evidence of competitive balance here.
Gales back up 34-28 with 3.5 to play in the third quarter. Wyatt Crutch will kick it off. Once again, back deep is Eden Williams, as well as Dom Clardy. Williams already has one kickoff return for a touchdown tonight.
I don't think I kick it deep.
I don't either.
They do.
And it will be taken by Dom Williams, or Eden Williams on the run. Williams right up the middle. Williams across the 40. Good return to the 44-yard line. Freshman JoJo Caldwell on the tackle for the Gales. So we'll see how the Irish answer now. Speaking of offensive line, keep in mind they did lose a starting offensive lineman on that last possession to an injury. First and 10 for Scioto at their own 43-yard line. McKee keeps it himself, gets up to midfield.
That's good. Excuse me, as good as he is, he's better with his legs than even his arm.
It does seem like,
in my opinion. He's an outstanding runner.
He's got the size.
He does a great
6'3", 190.
Yeah, and he does a great job on his fakes, Jared. And and those are proven runners behind him, so you got to honor that.
He looks over the defense, surveys it, back to pass. He's got his man up across the 45 and brought down right about the 42-yard line. It's completed to Sam Gartshore. First down for Scioto. One of these teams going to go to 2-0 on the season. The other one will drop to 1-1. Clock rolls under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter with Lancaster up 34-28. Jack McKee keeps it again himself right up the middle and across the 40-yard line. Shorter gain this time, about 3. 62 on the stop for the Gales. That's Caleb West. Again, the Irish will just look to the sideline. Do not huddle. Look to the sideline for the play. It's Clardy in the backfield. He takes the handoff from McKee. And Clardy somehow got away from a would-be tackler in the backfield and gets up to about the 36-yard line. But it is a third down upcoming. 3rd and 4. Giovanni Capretta once again with the stop for the Gales.
Nice job by Hunter Metz as well, guys. You know, he's been causing havoc all day. Didn't make the tackle on that one. Just being disruptive in the backfield was huge. Able to allow Lancaster to make that stop, bring up a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, Hunter's one of those guys that he's been playing for a few years now, varsity football, and it's really starting to pay off. He's off to a great start. He had a good junior year. Now his senior year off to a good start as well. McKee fakes the pitch, keeps it, and he's going to be brought down shy of the first down. 74 on the stop for the Gales. That's Xavier Millizer.
Yeah, I'm not sure he gained any yardage. If so, a yard.
So 4th down and 3 for the Irish. Gales sidelines trying to get the fans to be loud and get on their feet. And there was movement on both sides. On the far side, the receiver took off on the hard count. But the Gales also jumped on the hard count. So who jumped first? Officials are going to talk about it.
Yeah, I think the far head linesman's coming over now, Jared.
I mean, both teams moved early.
Dead ball. Encroachment. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Result of the play will be a first down.
Wow. I want to see that again if we have it. I don't know if we do, but here it is. Hard count. Yeah, I guess he did come across first.
That's a good call.
It is a good call. They both moved, but the Lancaster defender came across first. 1st and 10 for the Irish. McKee back to pass. Has some pressure. Lofts one down the sideline. Just over the intended receiver. That's Marple. Just overthrew him just a tad. And there is a flag in the backfield. Did he get hit late?
Yeah, I think it might be roughing the passer, guys. We'll see.
Oh, no, he's motioning for a hold.
10-yard penalty. Still first down.
Watch this pass come right into your living room. Tom Russo, it's intended for him.
I tell you, that's a tough throw to complete.
Is. Right on the sideline.
Yeah, dropping that over the defender on the sideline, full speed.
1st and 20 for Scioto. McKee sends Wayne Moore in motion and then pitches it to him. Little forward shovel pass.
Yeah.
And he's dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's considered a pass in the statistical area.
Caleb West again on the tackle for the Gales. That'll be the last play of the third quarter. So we will go to the fourth quarter with Lancaster holding on to a 6-point lead, 34-28. And I don't know about you, Tim, but this Lancaster team just has a different feel to it this year. And you know, they've got some playmakers, but I think just attitude and effort just seems to be there for the Gales.
Yeah, Coach Schoonover talked a lot about he's really liked their effort. You know, they're not complicating things. Plus, I also think when you have there she is.
There's Brooklyn.
Yes.
That's
I think
my
when
daughter right there.
Yeah, when you have seniors, it just makes a big difference, and especially the right type of seniors that know how to lead, how to work daily in practice. Just effective, and you know you're not always going to have things your way. That's for sure in any sport, as you well know.
Yeah.
We've been through that ourselves. So, you know, you got to hang in there and stay positive. But the work ethic by both teams is definitely there. You can see it.
Yeah.
It shows on the play. The attitude is overall what I've seen is very positive, and that's how you get good, and that's how you get better.
Well, just like we mentioned in the pregame, you know. In years past, it seemed like if they got down, they stayed down. But 2 games in a row now to start the season, they've gotten down and they come right back. It just seems like, you know, they know that they're good enough to come back in a game.
You know, in sports, you know, and I know you talk about it in baseball. I've talked about it in basketball, and I think in football, it's the next play that's most important.
Right.
You know, you got to move on. You can't change the past, but you can change the future.
Here we go. It's 3rd down and 21. The yard marker says 2nd down, but I believe the scoreboard says 3rd. McKee back to pass. Has a little bit of pressure, dumps it off, and it's incomplete. So now it's, I guess that was 2nd. Scoreboard still says 4th. So now it's 3rd down and 21.
Yeah, they had gained a 1st down, then we had the penalty.
But our scoreboard, we're on top of it in the truck.
Absolutely.
Is that Donnie on the scoreboard? Donnie Ziegfeld? Donnie Ziegfeld on top. He knew it all along.
You're not going to get much by Donnie.
That's right. That's that Fairfield Union education, isn't it? 3rd down and 21. McKee launches one to the far sideline. Nice catch over there, but still shy of the 1st down. It was hauled in by Isaiah Rush. Isaiah Rush. You just mentioned how hard that is to do.
That is a tremendous throw and catch right there. He's from the right hash mark, Jared, and he's throwing to the left out of bounds. It is. On an angle over the defender.
Wow. And a good job by the receiver to get 1 foot in. But it's a 4th down and 3 here for the Irish. Eden Williams stands right behind McKee, and we have a whistle and a false start going to be called.
Dead ball. False start. Offense, number 51.
Wow.
Still 4th down.
Is that on the center?
Yes.
Let's see if we see, did he move the football? Or just maybe flinch up out of his stance?
Yeah, I'm not sure. From the view we had, there's no way you can see that. That's why they put the umpire right there.
Yeah. Well, that makes it tougher for them. Goes from 4th and 3 to 4th and 8 here.
Double wides with motion here, Jared, trying to complicate the coverage.
McKee back to pass. Has time. Lofts one down. There! It is caught for a touchdown. Wow! On the receiving end is Wayne Moore. A beautiful pitch and catch from McKee to Moore.
That's 2 on here in the last, 2 plays. His accuracy is impressive.
Yes. And if they get the extra point here, they will go up by 1 point because Lancaster missed their last extra point. So Riley Fritchie is on to kick the extra point for the Irish. Out of the hold of Brooks Marple. Kick is up, and it is good. And the Dublin Scioto Irish take a 1-point lead, 35-34. What an impressive 4th down pass right here.
Well, accuracy is, so critical to being really good, and McKee's really good.
Man.
Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great defense. I mean, there's not much he can do.
No. He just
had a hand up there.
He threaded that right over his hand.
Just a really good pass, a really good catch.
Yep.
How about the concentration there by the receiver with that hand up in his face?
Well, we've talked about Moore. He's done some things on that. It's his second touchdown, one on defense and one on offense now.
So 35-34, Dublin Scioto back on top. First time in a while they've had a lead with 11:43 to play in the fourth quarter. Back deep for the Gales to receive the kick. Drew Whitlatch, who already has one return for a touchdown tonight, and also Jamir Gordon. It'll go to Whitlatch again at the 15-yard line. Drew right up the middle, and this time they swarm him at the 35. And there's some late action coming in. So the Gales will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Checking some scores of other games. New Lex now leads Philo 21-12 in the fourth quarter. It is Licking Valley over Amanda Clear Creek 28-14 in the fourth. Taze Valley leads Bloom Carroll 14-0 in the fourth quarter. Colonel Crawford leads Fairfield Union 21-7 in the third. Trimble over Bern Union 16-0 in the third. Fisher Catholic still holds that 15-8 lead. And still no score update, 14-14 Fairfield Christian and Oak Hill. And North Union still leads Liberty Union 44-7. Here we go, Gales now trail it by one. Brody Burke out of that pistol formation with Jamir Gordon right behind him. Gordon takes the handoff and goes forward to about the 37-yard line. 38, gain of 3 on the play. Santini and Whitlatch split out to the right. Gordon stands behind Brody Burke. Here comes Whitlatch in motion. Gordon takes a handoff again, and this time brought down near the 40. Another short gain, maybe a pickup of 1. Third down and 5. Faraz Sharizi again on the tackle for Dublin Scioto. He's been all over the place defensively for them.
Yeah, Cerisi and the rest of that front seven guys have been really impressed. They've come along as this night has gone on. They were really getting pushed around those first couple drives, but ever since, then they've really settled in, shown some real good strength up front and not really given as much ground to this Lancaster offensive line.
3rd and 5. Burke fakes the handoff to Gordon, rolls out to pass, has some pressure, fires one over the middle. Whoa, it's tipped and then caught by the Gales across midfield to the 40 and pushed out of bounds at the 35 of Dublin Scioto. That's caught by 21, Xavier Havlicek. You practiced the tip drill for a reason.
Yeah.
He was not the intended receiver. You see it here. It went off through the hands of, kind of behind Drew Whitlatch.
Yeah.
And right into the hands of Havlicek.
That's being alert.
1st and 10 Gales. Tight end Cameron Griffith splits out all the way to the bottom of the screen, wide to the left. Burke. He's got his man. That is Whitlatch. I think he's got first down yardage. They pushed him back after the catch.
That was a great throw right there, Jared.
Nice. He got it out quick, too.
He did. He put it on the spot. I still believe with them playing up so tight, you can eventually maybe get beyond them.
2nd down and 1. They do not give him the first down there. Say he was just shy of the sticks. This time Santini and Whitlatch come to the left side, the strong side. Handoff to Gordon. Gordon's got the first down. He's up near the 25-yard line. It'll be a first down Gales. Clock rolls down, stop momentarily to spot the football. 9:10 to play in the fourth quarter. Two running backs in there now. Back there with Burke. Looks like a little bit of confusion offensively. Yeah. And so Coach Schoonover going to call the timeout. They had 12 guys on the field there. It's a good thing they did call the timeout. One of the, I think Coach Dalton was waving for somebody to come off the field. They didn't see him, and so Coach Schoonover called the timeout.
Yeah, you don't want to give up 5 yards there.
Right.
Lack of when you use more formations and stuff, you're going to have a little more of that type of thing. Just
good shot of the student section there. Shane Messina right there with him. And that's the shot that he's got. Right over the shoulders of the student section.
Shane and always friends.
And actually, if you look at there, Alex Russo, Tom's son, is up there in the student section as well, cheering on the Gales. 1st and 10, Gales out of the timeout. Gordon right behind Burke. Burke keeps it, and this time he's dropped just shy of the line. No, they will give him a pickup of 1.
Heck of a play by Denzel there.
Yes, it was. That's another guy, Nevin Denzel. We've called his name a lot on defense, along with Faraz Sharizi.
Yeah, he had from his middle linebacker spot last year, Jared, he had 137 tackles for the season.
Wow. Second and 9. Burke hands it to Gordon. And Gordon is up across the 25. No, that's Green on the carry.
Quick dive right there.
Yeah, it was. Big third down right here for the Gales. With 7:48 and counting on the fourth quarter clock.
Well, I tell you, Scioto's defense has been uptight here the whole second half with 4 down linemen, Jared.
Hunter Metz back in the backfield now for the Gales. He'll take the handoff, go forward, straight ahead, dives, trying to get to that marker, and he's close. They're saying 4th down. He's shied by about a yard or less. But good effort there by Hunter Metz.
Yeah.
So here we go, 4th down and 1. Do we see them try the hard snap count like Scioto did earlier?
You got to be disciplined if you're going to do that.
Yeah.
It has to have been practiced. Either that or you just do a quick snap straight line run.
Burke will walk up under the center. We have not seen this very often tonight. Turns and hands it to Gordon. Gordon coming around the near side. Gordon to the 5, dives for the pylon, and it is a touchdown, Gales. Jamir Gordon.
What a call. I would be thinking straight up, but you know
when
what?
You've got a playmaker like Jordan or like Jamir Gordon, man.
Watch here. He's coming at full speed here. Back from that.
Just turns a corner.
Yeah.
Tiptoe in the sideline. Ooh, that was close right there. But he gets that pylon touchdown. Do you go for 2 here?
I think you do. Because what's the difference?
If you kick the extra point, you're only up by 6.
Yeah, right.
So you might as well go for 2. Because either way,
Well, you could. They could also miss a point if that's the case. But, I like going for it.
Handoff, right side. Did they get it? I believe it was Isaiah Miller trying to run it in, and I think he's going to be stopped shy. Still no signal. And he did not get it. He's laying in the end zone, but apparently his knee went down.
Yeah, hard to tell.
That's hard to see when there's a scrum there. So the Gales will hold on to a 5-point lead with 6:45 to play in regulation.
I don't think we're done with scoring.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
I'm not saying who, but I just think there's going to be more, one way or the other.
I mean, who had 40 to 35 on your bingo card in this game?
Yeah. Who would have taken the over and under at 75, huh?
Exactly.
Hey, every year's unique. Every year's different. Hey.
Just very impressed. I mean, both teams.
Yes.
I mean, they're taking punches, then they're giving a punch, and just neither one of them, is backed down. So Wyatt Crutch will kick it off. Eden Williams is back there, along with Dom Clardy. Williams had the opening second half kickoff return for a touchdown.
Honestly, two very well-coached teams, Jared.
Well prepared.
Yes.
As well. They both seem very well prepared. Crutch kicks it away from Evans. Clardy takes it at the 15. Clardy gets hit at the 34 and still goes forward to about the 38-yard line. Initial hit for the Gales made by Kellen Knock. So the Irish back on offense, trailing by 5, 40 to 35, 6:39 to play here in the fourth quarter. And in the end of that last offensive possession for Dublin Scioto, really saw Jack McKee start to heat up with that arm.
Wow, just the accuracy. I mean, that separates quarterbacks. I mean, for those who watch the games on Sundays, I mean, you can like whoever you like and all that, but who's more accurate than Joe Burrow?
Right.
Honestly.
There's a pitch out to Clardy, and Clardy gets hit hard as he gets up to the 40-yard line. Short game on the play. Bryce Fox and Giovanni Capretta on the tackle, and I think that's Capretta getting up slow and kind of staggering. He made a hard hit on Clardy. See if we can check it out here. Oh, wow. So both those guys just kind of sandwiched him.
I mean, Clardy for a sophomore, Jared, he's 6 foot 185. I mean,
Yeah.
he's
not going to be easy to bring down.
No, not at all. He runs with really a lot of force.
So Capretta will come off under his own power. That's kind of a big loss for them. He's played well defensively. Had a good game last week. It's always interesting, too, when a guy comes off and, when he's kind of woozy, to see the teammates smack him on the helmet. It's like,
yeah,
no,
thanks.
Why are we doing that?
Just to make sure you're still dizzy.
2nd down and 8 for the Irish. McKee turns hands off to Williams. And a good job, Landon Knock right there on the tackle at the line of scrimmage. He might have fallen forward for a half a yard.
Looked like Knock hurt himself on that tackle, guys.
Capretta comes right back in for Lancaster after setting out for one play. And you're right, Landon is a little shaken up after that play, but he will stay in. He's a tough kid.
Yeah, he's on that end spot down there.
3rd down and 7, under 6 minutes to play in the contest. 40 to 35, Gales up by 5. McKee to pass. He's got his, he dropped it.
Okay, good pressure though. Made, that's a good pass. He had to throw it sidearm.
They're going to hurry up here, maybe go for it on 4th and 7. Or maybe try to draw Lancaster off sides again.
I don't think you can do that yet.
No, they're bringing on the punt team now. I thought maybe they'd try to draw him off to make it a little closer and then go for it, but I guess
maybe,
not.
Right. I get that. But you don't want to use a timeout either.
Right.
Too valuable with 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, they still do have 2 of them.
Yeah. Oh, my.
Snap goes way over the head of the punter. He is able to pick it up, but he's going to be scrambling for his life here. out to the 20-yard line and knocked out of bounds right there at the 20. Gales going to have great field position. Grady McMillan, the punter, was just running for his life there as the snap went way over his head.
No chance.
Here it is again as he picked it up. I mean, give him credit to just try to do something with it. That's not a good feeling for a punter. You see three big guys coming at you like that.
It's like when we used to play backyard football. There was a name for that. We won't say that, but that's what it looked like.
I know what you're talking about.
The guys, as a guy who had his heart ripped out last night from a bad snap on a punt, it can be crucial, and that's all it takes. A bounce snap or one over the head, and the game turns around.
Burke pulls it out of the belly of Gordon, keeps it himself, and he's up across the 20. Give him about 4 or 5 on the play.
Again, both quarterbacks do a great job faking.
They do.
They do. I mean, we have a great view, and
half the time we don't know.
Not sure.
Is he keeping it? Is he giving it to Gordon?
Well, I think he's meant to read it.
Yeah.
You know, but sometimes, you know, I've known offensive coordinators before that tell me, they just specifically tell them, we'll run it, but we want you to keep it.
Right.
They dictate it. But he looks like he's actually reading the play.
I tell you, he's made huge strides in the last 3 years. It's his 3rd year starting. As here we're going to get, I believe, encroachment on Scioto.
Well, he has a lot of Friday night experience. And I think that's big. You know, you've been out here. You understand what it takes to,
Wait a minute. Is he changing the call?
Wait a second.
He called encroachment. Now they're going to talk about it. Coach Schoonover is mad. He's out on the.
Well, yeah.
He's out to. I don't blame him.
They're going to want an explanation on this.
I mean, the referee has already made the call. And clearly they had about 5 guys that moved early.
Dead ball. Encroachment. Defense. 5-yard penalty.
Not sure what the conversation
Well,
was
if you
about.
call it twice, shouldn't it be 10 yards?
I mean, sure, the Gales moved, but that was after.
After, the approach.
Yeah. So 2nd down and 1.
He's going to explain it now to Coach Place.
Okay, so no play here. As
No.
The referee is.
He waved the ball dead. They just went ahead and snapped it.
And I don't blame Coach Place either. He's
No.
like, you know, what was the conversation about?
Explain to me. Yeah.
I mean, they got the call right, but I don't blame Coach Place for wanting.
I'm not sure the mechanics sold it.
Right.
You know.
And Coach Schoonover wanting an explanation on the near side as well. Ultimately, right call was made. 2nd down and 1 for the Gales. 4:40 to play in the 4th quarter. Clock rolling. Burke hands it off. This is Quentin Green on the carry.
Well, they're coming with everybody right now.
Yeah, they are.
So you're going to have to, you know, find a way to beat this.
That's no gain on that play.
No. Just watch the people creeping up as they approach the ball on offense.
So 3rd down and 1 for Lancaster.
Watch them come, Jared. They got everybody in the box. See how hard the linebackers are coming?
Burke keeps it himself, and he's not going to get it.
They can't block them all, Jared.
They can't.
So you got to have something to deal with that.
Clock continues to roll at 3:44. Decision time here for the Gales. 4th down and 2, or a long 1. And they will go for it. Hunter Metz comes in. Usually when this happens, he's either a lead blocker or he's the fullback taking the handoff and rumbling forward. Play clock down to 10.
Going to do the Snap here.
They may have to call a timeout here, down to 4.
Yeah, you don't want to
Down
get
to
5
2,
yards.
they need to call a timeout, and they're not going to get one. It's going to be a delay of game. Nobody saw the play clock. Yeah, nobody saw it. That's huge. Now it goes from 4th and 2 to 4th and 8. Actually, looks like more like 7.
Yeah. Wow.
So here we go, 4th and 7. Still confusion out there. Burke with nobody in the backfield with him. Drops back to pass, plenty of pressure, and it's tipped and knocked down. Great defense by number 5. That's Paul Salters for the Irish, and Dublin Scioto going to take over 1st and 10 with 3:02 to play in the ball game, trailing by 5. Plenty of time for them. Go ahead, Marion.
I was going to say, Gales thought he got there early, guys. Wanted a pass interference call on that one, but to no avail.
I thought it was a good no call.
Yeah.
From here.
The replay here.
Yeah. I mean, in that situation, I thought that's a good no call. I didn't see his hands on him or anything before the ball got there.
No, not at all. He just in front of him and got a hand on it.
Well, here we go. You got to play for 3 minutes now.
McKee sends 3 receivers to the right side. He's got Williams with him in the backfield. He'll hit his man out of the backfield. That's Isaiah Rush. And Rush going to be swarmed at the 18-yard line. No gain on the play.
Outstanding defense there.
They'll give him 1 to the 19. Bryce Fox and Braylon Young on the stop for the Gales.
Threw it to the receiver on the 3-man side. Just wasn't anything there. Gales played it well.
2nd and 9. McKee resets Williams to his right. McKee keeps it himself up across the 25, still on his feet to the 40, and a good run by Jack McKee all the way out across the 40 to the 42.
His feet have
called
made
it all night with his legs.
feet have made a big difference.
Yeah.
Their legs, you know, just outstanding runner.
There's the pink cricket replay. Nice move there, too. Giovanni Capretta makes the saving tackle there. 1st and 10 for the Irish. McKee back to pass and threw it behind his intended receiver, number 9, Brooks Marple. Stops the clock with 1:57 to play.
Well, I don't know if you want to give him a lot of time, Jared. Honestly, defensively, I think you need to be aggressive. You give him time, I think he's going to hurt you.
Yeah, I agree. Now we've got a whistle and a flag.
Somebody lined up offside.
Came from Mr. Ballog here on this near side.
Dead ball. Illegal formation. 5 men in the back.
And you know, I saw right before that play, Coach Mark Pezzo, as well as Coach Schoonover, go over and say something. They saw something.
Well,
they mentioned to the official.
If you look, I believe they had 2 up on the line over there, which made 8, and you can't have 8 on the line.
Here's McKee keeping himself right up the middle. Jack McKee to midfield. Jack McKee to the 40, the 35. Finally out of bounds down near the 30-yard line.
That is some run.
He's an athlete.
He sure is. That is some run.
Clock stopped at 1:48. They do still have 2 timeouts to the Gales. Lancaster leads at 40 to 35. McKee again with Williams beside him. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. McKee's going to keep it himself, and why not? All the way up to the 25 this time, gain of 5. I mean, if he's going to get 5 every play, I'd just keep it in his hands.
He's a very good decision maker.
So 2nd and 5 here.
I know if you're Lancaster, you got to somehow kind of come with some pressure, I think, to put the pressure on them.
Hand off to Williams, going left side. Williams up, first down yardage inside the 20. I almost think about, I mean, I know you want to keep those timeouts for offense. You've got 2 of them. I think your defense needs a breather here.
Well, at some point, you need to change the momentum here because you're kind of on your heels.
Clock's down to 1 minute to play. And the clock is still running, and Scioto taking plenty of time. They've got 2 timeouts left.
Yeah, I don't think they're bothered about it, honestly.
I think in their mind, they want to drain it down as far as they can, score with no time on the clock. Great defensive play there. Landon Knott comes in and hits the intended receiver as he was trying to catch the ball behind him.
Well, again, it brought somebody off the edge to put pressure on the quarterback. I think that's critical.
Yeah.
He's got too much room either to throw or run. He's super effective.
2nd down and 10. The 17-yard line of Lancaster. And we've got a whistle. And now Lancaster will call a timeout.
Timeout.
Well, I know there's 41 seconds, which is an eternity in a 5-point game like this. Ball down inside of the 20, but we got to get to our players of the game, Tim. I'm glad you're picking them and not me. Let's do our Dublin Scioto player of the game first. Brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Thanks to Larry Tipton and the crew for great food, great service, and the best sports viewing in town. It's all at Buffalo Wild Wings in the Plaza Shopping Center on North Memorial Drive in Lancaster.
They have a lot of effective offensive players especially, but Jack McKee makes them go.
Yep.
He is the touching the ball every offensive play, and he makes it work.
So quarterback number 17, Jack McKee, is our Dublin Scioto player of the game. Let's get to our Lancaster player of the game. Brought to you by the Carriage Company, located at 1031 North Memorial Drive in Lancaster. Stop in and see Brian Kilbarger for a sweet deal, or learn more at carriagecompany.com.
Well, you look at it, and they've got 40 points on the board. There's a lot of kids that have contributed again. We'll get back to it after this play, Jared.
All right, 2nd down and 10, 41 seconds to play. Scioto trails it by 5, 40-35. McKee back to pass over the middle. He's got his man, and it's a touchdown for Dublin Scioto.
That's Moore's 3rd touchdown tonight.
Wow. Wayne Moore on the receiving end for the touchdown. Puts them up 41-40. 37 seconds on the clock. Great pass from McKee. Good catch by Moore. Dejected Coach Schoon over there. You saw him on the sideline, but they're going to have a little bit of time to work with. They've got some playmakers out there. And right now, looks like Scioto going to go for 2 to try to go up by 3. And they will call a timeout. They will have 1 left. So, Tim, that Lancaster player of the game, brought to you by the Carriage Company.
Again, I think you have to look at the quarterback. I think Brody Burke really led the team tonight. A lot of hard, good runs. Decent passes and
good decision making.
Yeah, really good. You know, people say, "Well, he's improved." Well, the improvement is in not necessarily the physical part of it; it's the mental part of making proper decisions and seeing the things happening.
So Brody Burke, number 11, our Lancaster player of the game. There he is. He's getting a little pep talk from Cameron Griffith. He's going to have 37 seconds to try to push his team down the field and try to win this ball game.
Yeah, don't surrender. You never know.
You've got playmakers. In fact, you've got playmakers on the kickoff if they choose to kick it to them. Here was the second half. It started with this, the second half did. A kickoff return for a touchdown by Eden Williams for Scioto. And then on the ensuing kickoff, Lancaster's Drew Whitlatch took it for a touchdown. Scioto will go for 2. McKee back to pass, and it's incomplete. So it will stay a 1-point lead for Dublin Scioto at 41-40. We will see if they choose to kick it to Whitlatch or Gordon. I mean, they're both playmakers. Or do they try to kick it to an up man? You don't want to give them any yardage.
Well, yeah, you know, field position's important.
Right.
How far do you want them to drive it? You know, do you trust your coverage to get down and you know, make a stop at the 30 or 35?
Right.
Or it's up to you. You know, nobody knows their personnel better than the guy coaching them. So.
So here we go, 37 seconds to play in this one. Irish up by 1, 41-40. Jameer Gordon on the far side, Drew Whitlatch on the near side. They're the back men. The kickoff will be made by number 6, Grady McMillan. The left footer will squib it. And bounces over the head of a nutman. Now past Drew Whitlatch. And then finally, Jameer Gordon falls on it at the 18-yard line.
Hey, we got 30 seconds.
Check that, 17-yard line. And now we've got flags, late flags. If this is on Lancaster, that's that's real costly. Going to back them way up. Could it be offsetting? Having a long discussion about it.
Dead ball. Personal foul. Defense, number 21. Excuse me, number 20. 15 yards from the end of the run. It will be first down.
So how about that? Add on 15 as it was a personal foul on Dublin Scioto. Still, it only takes him up to the 32-yard line. That was a really good kick.
Yes.
I mean, it took the bounce you needed. Grady McMillan got a good kick away. Burke back to pass. Steps up. And it's intercepted. Intercepted at the 40-yard line. And a Lancaster player had a Scioto helmet and threw it. And that's not a good decision.
No, the sportsmanship is one of our points of emphasis here, and that's not it.
He may get ejected for that. It's Caleb Santini, number 5. Let's see. So it's a 15-yard penalty on the Gales. Caleb Santini, he did not rip the helmet off on purpose, but it was what he did after that.
Yeah.
He threw it. And that's going to get you a penalty every time. And to be honest, he's lucky he didn't get ejected for that. Especially with the emphasis that we talked about earlier on sportsmanship, that they're really putting into effect this year. Not that they haven't in the past, but just more than ever.
It's to make people aware. You know, let's not let stuff slide.
Right.
Let's keep it in check.
So victory formation for the Irish. They will kneel on it. And Lancaster will not call their last time out. No need to, as the clock's going to run out. And boy, a good game both ways. Both teams, I mean, gave it everything they had. Punch after punch, back and forth, and Dublin Scioto comes out victorious tonight, 41-40 here at Fulton Field.
Heck of a football game for us.
Yes, it was.
Never expected this kind of a game, Jared.
Marion will see if he can get Dublin Scioto head coach Alex Place. Get a word with him, if possible. And I believe he'll get him. So we will try to get it to Marion pretty quickly so that Coach Place can go talk to his team. Dublin Scioto comes away with a hard-fought 41-40 victory here at Fulton Field. They go to 2-0 on the season. Lancaster drops to 1-1. And let's send it down on the field to Marion Royster with a victorious Coach Alex Place.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Coach, you talked about your experience and your guys and, you know, how that came into play. Definitely had to tonight. You know, it was just a crazy game tonight, but you guys hung in there.
For sure. Hey, it's what we talked about. We need to play our football. We didn't do it in the first half, and regrouping at halftime and coming back out in the second half, the guys just grinded. That's what they've done for 3 years. So just believing in them, knowing that they could do it, they need to believe in themselves. We did it.
And you guys, you know, you had mistakes, 6 early. Nice to some. What did you tell them there after some of those mistakes?
All it was, take a deep breath. Like, we can play football. We just got to do it. So we did it. We regrouped at halftime. We came out. I mean, that was a hell of a game. Lancaster's a hell of a team. So that's just, I mean, it was a good football game. That's high school football in Central Ohio.
So many great plays tonight, but Jack McKee was incredible. You know, made so many throws, so many runs. Tell us about your senior.
That's why he's a 3-year starter. That's why he's getting recruited the way he's getting recruited, because he is a guy. So we put the ball in his hands and make him go to work.
And last one, you know, you guys, you know, you took your lumps the last couple of years, 1-9. Now you're off to a 2-0 start. How do you use this momentum going into the rest of the season?
We talked about building the foundation the last 2 years. That's what we need to do, and this year it's all about capitalizing on it. So taking advantage of every opportunity we have and making the most of it.
That's awesome. Congratulations to you, Coach. Have a great rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thank you. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Marion, and thanks to Coach Place for taking the time to speak with us after a hard-fought victory, 41-40 here on Fulton Field. And Tim, boy, a good way for us to start our season with a good game, but unfortunate for the Gales how it ended.
Yeah, you know, when they go back and look at it, they'll look at how they could have done a few things, you know, late in the game, time score situations, maybe a little better, but that's part of how you grow and get better during the season. Got to keep your head up and move on.
Marion, great job on our game number 1 this year.
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't ask for a better one, guys. I mean, it was right down to the wire and heck of an effort by both teams, as you guys said. But, you know, again, just big play after big play, and it only takes sometimes one big mistake. And, you know, unfortunately, it didn't come out Lancaster's way for them. But they've got a long season ahead of them. They got a lot of things to build upon going into the rest of the year. And 1-1, you know, they can still get it going.
We're going to get a chance to see if they can regroup and come back from this loss next week. They're right back here at Fulton Field taking on Marysville. Once again, your final score tonight, Dublin Scioto. Dublin Scioto wins it 41-40. And for our entire Interphase Video Productions crew and Marion Royster and Tim Shoemaker, I'm Jared Stewart. Have yourselves a great night, everybody.
IVP Sports presents the Buffalo Wild Wings High School Football Game of the Week. Also brought to you by Fairfield Medical Center, North Body Shop, Fairfield Federal, the Frank E. Smith Funeral Home, Pizza Cottage, the Carriage Company, Fairfield County Adam H., the Savings Bank, Sheridan Funeral Home, Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, Buckeye Lake Marina, the Pink Cricket, Clear Sky Rehabilitation Hospital, Fairfield DD, and Buckeye Toyota.